Hello.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm sweating it out doing all the research for this one, but I hope it comes out okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, I hope to present you and anyone watching this after the fact with a compelling story that I like to call What a Difference a Year Makes, because we are continuing our examination of the different political intrigue that's going to lead up to the big battles of the First Triumvirate. We looked at Pompey. We started last week looking at Julius Caesar, and we are going to continue that tonight. And this follows directly on the heels of our battle with the Helvetii last week. And we will just go directly into it. This is a story kind of in two geographic sections. If we use the Rhine River as our dividing point, then we've got a story that leads up to tonight's battle that takes place on the eastern side of the Rhine River. And we have everything that Julius Caesar is doing on the west side of the Rhine River in Gaul proper. So our two fighting forces tonight are the Romans, of course, and the Germanic tribes. And as we are going to see, that is a very broad category, just like Gaul and Gallic tribes and Celts are a very broad distinction. We are going to focus specifically on the gentleman on the board tonight, Ariovistus, who is the leader of I guess, the dominant tribe from their initial migration starting several years prior to where we are tonight. The Suebi, or the Subi tribe, depending, my pronunciation is going to be horrible, but I'm just going to go with the Subi tribe, the Subi Dooby Doos. They started in what is the present day Elbe Valley, so a little bit farther to the east on the other side of Germany, in what we would consider now modern day Slovakia. And they have, like the Helvetii, they're constantly migrating to look for better lands and places to exploit, subjugate, whatever. They are a loose confederation of tribes, so when we say Germanic, one of them specifically, like I said, is the Suebi tribe. But there are many, many others that are going to be part of the story tonight that are allies of Ariovistus under his leadership. And they have migrated to the Rhine Valley with designs of moving west across the river, much like the Helvetii did. They hear tales of good fortune and possibilities in the rich lands of modern day France, in Gaul. So why shouldn't they? They're people, they want things, so they're going to work their way over there. Up until just a year prior to our story tonight, in 59, Ariovistus is known as a great friend and ally of Rome. He has proven himself time and again. He's very civil to them, and Rome has no problem with them. We're going to see that as we move to the west across the Rhine River, that is a problem for Julius Caesar because it seems like he's the most passive aggressive guy we've ever met because he doesn't necessarily want to directly go into fights, but he does look for excuses. Last week we looked for that excuse of the casus belli to engage with the Helvetii as they were encroaching into Cisalpania and Transalpania and the Gallic lands. Well, he's going to do exactly the same thing here this week with Ariovistus because that is a prominent leader, and they are almost kind of equivalent, if you would think about it, within their own respective peoples. They have the same sort of cachet. So the Suebi migration has gotten them to the Rhine. On the west side, Caesar is being lauded by all of the Gallic tribes that are his allies and subjugates. They have said, "Oh, you saved us from those Helvetii, and we think that's great." And he's getting all kinds of accolades from them. And there's one particular leader who's sort of the spokesperson for all of the Gallic tribes. And in fact, he's part of the Adeui tribe, and his name is Diviciacus. And he's got the ear of Caesar saying, "Hey, we hear rumblings from our outposts that there's these German guys across the river, and they're causing trouble with some of our tribes out there and our countrymen. And we hear that they want to come across the Rhine and kill us all and take over, and that's going to be a problem for Rome." And ding, Caesar smells opportunity, and he now realizes that, hey, I am literally, as the Allies' protectorate for Rome, we are here to not only maintain order, but we are to protect them because they are allies. Well, he takes that to the letter, and he moves his forces now close to the Rhine to prevent such a crossing. And Ariovistus sees this and says, "Hey, I know Caesar. Caesar and I are pals. We go hunting together. So I'm going to send emissaries over there and just clear the air because apparently they're getting the wrong idea. Diviciacus is filling his head with all these lies, saying that we have taken over tribes and are holding people hostage, which they were doing. But he wants to make it nice with Caesar specifically. He brings his emissaries over, and they actually get together on the plains of Alsace, where we are here today. He travels together, and they have a meeting scheduled under flag of truce. Everything's going to be great. And just before the meeting, some of the Germanic cavalry, probably Suebi, we don't know exactly, but they were accused of engaging with Caesar's travel companions. And throwing rocks specifically. That's how the story goes. They went up and they were yelling taunts and insults, and they were throwing rocks at the travel guards. And so Caesar pulls off, and the meeting is canceled. And Ariovistus hears about this, and he says, "No, that was not our intent. So let's have another one. Let's try to set up yet another meeting and clear the air." And this time Caesar's wary, so he's not going to go himself. He doesn't want to feel like he is insecure.
I mean, who doesn't want to have rocks thrown at?
I know, right? Jeez, how could you take that the wrong way? Jeez. So Caesar says, "I'm going to send some of my subordinates." He sends a close personal military friend of his and a local merchant who has dealings with Ariovistus in the past, and so he figures, well, commerce speaks all languages, so they sends the two of them in his place, and this so insults Ariovistus that he takes them hostage, and he throws them chains and says, "Look, if you're not willing to meet with me, then we have nothing further to discuss. Let us just go our separate ways to battle, and you have no right to say, you're not my king, you're not my leader, so I am on equal terms with you. So we are both warriors, leave me alone." Obviously that does not sit right with Caesar, so he figures he can try to goad Ariovistus into battle. So he approaches their camps. Now he's got 6 legions with him, and many of them are like, "Look, Caesar, we don't think this is a good idea. We don't want to go into battle." Now the problem with this is many of the leaders of those smaller legions or other legions are political appointees from Rome, and Caesar has a grand plan to embarrass them into towing the line. So he says, "Look, you guys all suck, and I only have faith in the 10th Legion here. So the 10th Legions, they're going with me. You guys can do whatever, but if you're not going to be like the 10th Legion, then you have no point being here." And all the rest of them say, well, I. And of course, that's when they all toe the line as a competition, and they say, "Well, we'll go with you." And they fall immediately into line with no problems. So he brings them all towards Ariovistus' camp. Ariovistus is wary of this, so he keeps distance from himself and Caesar. And in fact, when he realizes what's going on, he sends some forces around to cut Caesar's line of communication back to Gaul. And obviously Caesar takes that as a threat, and he takes his forces now and he goes to a smaller camp that Ariovistus has established as a sub-base, and he just aligns for battle at that point. He forces the units into 3 battle lines, and the next morning they are ready to go to it. Ariovistus, of course, has been wary of all this because he, as we've seen before, has gotten bad omens that he should not go into battle before the next new moon, so he's holding off. He's using religion to kind of influence his battle decision. So he says the gods will favor him after the new moon, but he's not going to do it. So that's why he was doing some of that dancing and maneuvering with Caesar. But battle occurs. We see here the layout. This is the classic layout where we've got Caesar and Ariovistus aligned on the right flank, as we've seen time and time again. And the battle itself also features Crassus here, but that's not Marcus Crassus, the second member of the triumvirate. This is his son, Publius Crassus, whom we've seen before. Well, he's controlling the cavalry here, and as the historical battle unfolded, Ariovistus, his right flank just put it to the Roman left. They went directly into him, and they had the upper hand. They were pushing them back, and that's when Crassus and those medium cavalry there, they did a counterattack and charged directly into that German right flank, and that crushed them, and it pushed them back, and it actually caused them to rout. And once that end of the battle line started to rout and flee from the field, the rest of them that were facing off against Caesar followed in suit. They ended up escaping for the most part, except for their battle dead, of course, and Ariovistus and some of his warriors were able to get back across the Rhine. And depending on who you ask, of course, if you ask Caesar, how many did he kill in this big battle? Well, he took the census of the entirety of the Suebi tribe, which was about 120,000 people, men, I guess, fighting men, but probably family, women, children, everybody. He used that as his big number. And of course, that is now modern scholarship has proven that's probably way, way too high. The likelihood was with the 6 legions, Caesar probably had anywhere from 25 to 30,000. We don't know how many he lost, of course, because he didn't mention that. But Ariovistus more likely probably lost anywhere from 12 to 15,000, because that's actually, he brought 15,000 and he probably lost upwards of 12,000. The majority of his force, of course, but certainly not nearly the number that Caesar had reported in his chronicles of the Gallic Wars. So that is our battle here tonight. Why don't you tell us about the War Council?
The War Council tonight is very straightforward. There are no real special rules other than the special block rules. So all of our Red Legions will be following the Julian Legion special rules. That means all medium and heavy troops are armed with pullums, so they can throw those, as well as they can also advance 2 hexes and not battle. We'll also be using the Julius Caesar special rule, so any unit that Julius Caesar is attached to gets to roll an additional die in close combat. And when attached to a foot unit, that unit may move 2 hexes and still battle in close combat. We are playing to 7 banners, and the Roman army moves first. We'll start off with Patrick playing the Germanic tribes, that loose coalition of various tribes, and I will start with the Romans, and then we'll switch for round 2.
All right. Well, then I will let you draw your cards.
The Romans are going to have 6 cards, and the Germanic tribes will only have 4.
A challenge, to be sure, with only 4 cards. And no terrain at all. So this is truly the plains of Alsace. So good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you. All right. Interesting. Two on my right. Take advantage of that Julian Legion rule and move both of those guys 2 hexes.
Well, it is interesting. I think we will start with the heavy troops that I do not have. So I will just activate one. Activate those warriors there. I think they'll go screaming at your auxilia there. So here's hoping we can get something, maybe perhaps a flag. Been very handy lately of those. So here's 4 dice.
You have seemed to roll a lot of those of late.
I try. Here we go, 4 dice. There we go, 2 hits and a retreat. They will advance, and now these lights here.
Rude.
Yes, also with 4 dice. Here we go. And get nothing.
Fight back with 2. And oh, you could ignore that with 4
I could, but
blocks in your hex.
I'm gonna take that. We'll go back to
Ah,
hit and fade, baby. Hit and fade. All right. Back to you.
smart. Well, that certainly riled them up. Now all those light troops are going to spring into action. That's going to be the extent of it. We'll start here. Let fly with some spears.
We'll ignore that.
All right. Well ignored. Yeah. That's all I got.
Do a move, fire, move. I think we'll do those 4. Alright. The other 2 will just stand and throw. Start with this one here. 2 dice against your lights. Sending them a fleeing. And then no longer has a target, no longer has a target. And this one will go target that guy. 1 die. Nothing. Alright, second part. So they'll go there, there, and there. Okay. Come forth, Crassus, and be recognized. Let's do a line command. Do that. Auxilia there will throw 1 die at your lights. Nothing. These guys over here will throw a die at your medium cavalry. Nothing.
I'll ignore it.
Yes, you will. Alright, now the warriors will go after your Auxilia there with 4 dice. See if we can't punch through that line. We do.
Well, someone's got a decision to make.
Indeed, yes. Those warriors will go into that breach. And they're going to attack this medium cavalry right here. So here's 4 dice. We get 2 hits.
Oof.
And 2 back.
Likewise.
Okay. That is all. Of course. Welcome to the party.
Let's start here first. Is that Auxilia? 4 dice with a mounted charge with leader support. Mm.
1 hit.
1 hit, but 2 retreats.
Yeah, so we can ignore 1, so we'll take that 1 that we have to.
Foolish. But have it for the entire turn. 4 dice. Does the job.
Well, no, get 3. Hit.
I'll take 3.
Yeah.
3 is doing the job.
That's right.
The way I've been rolling for the past few weeks, let's remember my disastrous, let's get Caesar charge.
Sure.
Which, I killed like 1 block out of like 12 dice rolls. So, yes, 3 is doing the job.
Continuing with your theme of cutting the head off the snake. Yes, this was
That's
a good use of that. Go ahead and see if you kill Ariovistus. You do not. So, Retribution is coming with 4 dice plus leader bonus. 2.
That being said, 4 dice on those warriors behind our lines.
Oh, I got it.
Only 1, but now they're forced to retreat.
Yes, they are.
So they will advance, move, and go again in a very risky move that will probably get them killed. 2.
And here's 3 back with leader. And I got it.
Then Crassus himself will follow up with 4.
Crassus, don't fool around.
He does not. Oof. Only guys 1. That's all I needed.
Yep. Okay. Ariovistus will fall back to there.
All right. Well, I blunted their Germanic advance, but now I've left my cavalry exposed, as I often do in these foolish charges.
Well,
let's see if I'll pay the price.
Yes. Let me answer that question for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that would have been better a moment ago when I had 4 or 5 units all around you, but that's fine. We'll do this. All right. So we'll start over here. What would they like to do? They will have 5 dice coming at them.
Oh, well, they will evade.
Yes. Okay, so let's see if I can get a triangle in 5 dice. I do, just barely. Alright, over here, same question. Does Crassus wish to pull back? He does.
No question.
No, this time it'll be 6 dice, looking for 3 triangles. So, come on, baby. Get 2! Here's our leader check. Oh, close. Okay. That is all.
Wow. My goodness. So those 4 units, I'm activating both the Crassus block and the cavalry block individually.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Do 2 on the left.
My hand of cards here so I can see what's going on the left flank.
Let's do 1, 2 to there. 3 to there. Let's start with 3 on the auxilia there from our medium cavalry.
Stand fast, auxilia, as you have no choice.
One hit. One hit.
And one hit. And a retreat that you could ignore.
I think they will take that retreat, go back where they came from. Then the warriors will attack mercilessly with 4 dice. And get 1 hit as well.
Also 1 hit. And a retreat that you could ignore now.
But I will take it anyway. Alright.
Hit and fade.
Hit and fade.
Three on the right. Those 3.
Do a line command. These guys will throw 2 spears at your lights. Getting a hit.
I'll take the retreat.
Okay. And warriors will go after your Legion 10 with 3 dice. Nothing.
Two retreats.
Which they must take. So 1,
That's a block.
2, 3, and block. Alright, and then these guys will also attempt their 3 dice. Getting a hit. Whew.
A hit and 3 retreats.
1 hit. 1, 2, 3 retreats.
Hmm. So Legio 10 only moved 1 hex, so they'll get to attack.
And we shall evade that.
5 dice.
2 hits.
So bloody on the way out. That's everybody.
Well, let's do Inspired Center Leadership. I don't have Center Leader, so it will be 1 unit of my choice. It will be this unit here. Then we'll go 1, 2 to there. Attack this flank. So 4 dice. Getting a hit.
And a hit in return.
Tit for tat. All right. Coming right for us.
These are attacking with 6 dice.
We'll do a first strike on that. Alright. Let's see what we can get. 3 dice. Come on. You got a hit. Is it enough to fell Caesar? No. But that would have been nice. That's enough for me, though.
I think Caesar will invoke his leader's prerogative. Go after those warriors with 6 dice. Don't have a first strike card anymore, so at least that's out of the way.
That's right, yep.
Man, with 4 cards, you've had some great ones in reserve. Clash of Shields, first strike.
Yep.
Wow. All right, 6 dice.
Caesar says, bend the knee.
All right. Let you draw first.
I already got mine. I'm good.
From our virtual deck.
Oh boy, oh boy. This is tough. I guess this one gives me the best bang for my buck. Do that.
Or medium troops. Well, there are 3 of them that can cause some trouble.
You see it too. So, so he's gonna 1, 2, 3. He's gonna go 2 to there. Start here. Just hasten it probably. We're going to do 3 dice against Legion 10. Get 1. Boy, I wish I had some leadership. I got him. Dang it. Alright, the warriors there will attempt to finish with 3 dice. Legion 10. Get 1 more. Ugh. I need a leader.
Oh!
1 hit, 1 retreat. Hit, double, go. Alright.
I will take it in the chin. Line command. There's my line.
Here's the command. And that is a game. So final score there, 7-3. Caesar does what Caesar does best.
Is just so rough.
Well, I mean, I was trying to trap him up there again, just like last time, but I just, I had, as you pointed out, I had all great tactical cards, but never a good command card when I needed to move something. But I had a rally, which was all but useless after you moved Ariovistus out of the way. I had a 4 units right, which I was thinking about using it, but I had the double time, but there was just no way to bring enough forces to bear because it's got to be a block of 4. So there was just no way to get those 2 warrior units that I was trying to scoot over there. I could get 1 and cut off Caesar, but then I would be facing the wrath of Caesar in a counterattack. So I really needed 2 units to double team him somehow, but I really needed 1 more leader in this scenario. So it's challenging having Ariovistus way over there on the wrong flank.
I started the game with 1 or 2 cards on the right, and a few center cards, so that's why I was trying to maneuver Caesar around, and then you came down the left, so I, responded there. And then, of course, I got the mounted charge, and I couldn't help myself.
Of course you can. I was trying to do a little piecemeal. I mean, you saw I opened up with a single warrior unit just to try to burn out bad cards that were in my hand. And then
That's not a bad idea.
Well, and you're also good about sniffing out bait. When I move the unit up there, you're like, that's bait. And so you didn't, you got Crassus in there. And I was hoping to get a little bit better envelopment around him, but you wiped out, 3 units all in one fell swoop. So that Clash of Shields was far less effective than I wanted it to be at that time, because I knew you were coming. It's just a matter of how close to you was I going to be after that big attack by Crassus. But, well, good show, 7-3. We will switch sides, and we'll be back in 5 minutes to see how that goes. We are back with round number 2. Let's see if I can have some good fortune. Clearly, the omens were against Ariovistus in the last game. Clearly. Clearly.
I don't know. He had some good cards.
Well, yeah. But you just got to be able to execute. It's the fundamentals. All right, so I'm going to get 6 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, well, good luck in this one. What to do on these, though? Boy, oh boy. Well, it just seems like this is the thing to do, I guess.
Really game.
We'll do a line command. And activate all these guys. And go. And let's see. So we'll start with the auxilia over here. They'll throw at your warriors 1 die. Nothing. We will have these auxilia throw at your lights. You can take it if you want.
I think I'll stand.
Okay. Let's see. Lights against your lights. Nothing. Boy, we're just chasing the target. And then light bowmen here. They knock some arrows. 2 dice at your warriors. And they get a hit. And that is all for that.
Right. 3 dice on that auxilia.
Hit. And retreat. Do you wish to press it?
Yeah. We'll do another 3 dice on the same unit.
1 hit. This time, support of their brethren with 3 dice to return.
No, I really considered going against those mediums, and I would have gotten 2 hits out of that. But
Here we go. 3 dice back.
okay.
All it took was a little bit of brotherly support.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see how this is going to go.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, come on. This game hates me.
Does it, though?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Fine.
We'll do leadership intersection. Leader and 3 adjacent. Let's see if we can't get the Caesar buzzsaw going here. That's 6 dice. Yes. And the Legio 10, they move 2, so they cannot battle. Okay.
on.
You have to tell me what you're drawing after this is over.
Left cards.
Oh,
Everything is a left card.
okay.
I don't want to do anything on the left.
I understand.
Caesar's on the left. I want to attack the right.
Line command. Okay. So a bunch of missile fire coming your way here. Start down here. So 1 die. Nothing. 1 die. Nothing. And these guys go after your light. Auxilia there. Or your auxilia rather. 1 die. Nothing. Caesar also. Nothing. Okay. Try these guys. 1 die. Nothing. And auxilia against your light. 1 die. Nothing. Wow, this could be a record. And then lights. Nothing. Okay.
Four dice.
3 back.
That's a Caesar roll.
That is a Caesar roll, yeah. Just 1 hit.
What they like to do.
They'll stand. 2 back. 1 hit. Same, they'll stand.
Same unit.
Okay.
Standing?
Yeah. Hit. 2 back. Nothing. Do leadership any section. Be those. Okay. Start over here with the auxilia. 5 dice. Just retreat. Do Caesar versus the lights. What they'd like to do. Okay. 6.
He made away.
6 dice. Green circles only. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. And then finally, auxilia against warriors. 3 dice with leader support. Just getting a hit.
Ooh.
1 hit. 2 retreats. Caesar is exposed. And you don't want us exposing Caesar.
Right. 3 dice against that auxilia.
Okay. Hit. Retreat.
And 4 dice against those lights.
Stand, my brave Hawkman. 2 hits. 2 back. Nothing.
Kill him. Game's killing me, Patrick.
I have heard that affliction.
Got 4 cards. Don't have space for this trash.
2 on the right. Stand, brave Legion 10. Attacking there with 6 dice. Killing the warriors. They will stand, and then Legion 10 attack these guys with 5 dice plus leader bonus now. Get 3 hits.
Ooh.
Nice. 2 hits back. Alright.
After those lights.
Lights are about to die. Yes.
Those mediums now.
2 hits. We give back 4 dice. 2 hits as well.
Four dice there at the end.
Hit. And retreat.
Same unit.
They say, look at our leadership. Oh. Okay, 3 back. 2 hits. Do it double time. Let's see what we can do here. 4 dice. Ooh. They will advance. 4 dice against Ariovistus. Hit. And here's the leader check. Close.
4 dice to retaliate.
And 1 hit. 1 retreat. Mistake. And then follow up these mediums. 4 dice. Oh, if only I had leadership.
Only I could roll that now. Oh, there's my Caesar roll.
Right. That's right.
Jesus. Oh, games. It tasks me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Three dice with leader support.
do it.
Three dice with leader support.
Hit and retreat.
I'll prosecute the attack. Try and run them to ground. 3 more dice.
Hmm.
And the foolish one. Oh, I want to do this. All right. That's it. I'm done.
Order my mounted units.
Oh, no. Comes Crassus.
Right.
Crassus the Younger.
Yes, indeed. We got 3 dice there plus leader bonus. Getting a hit and a retreat. We'll advance. Move 1. Attempt to finish them. 3 dice. Another hit.
3 dice to retaliate. Get 2.
Okay. All right.
I want to gamble, but I probably shouldn't. All right. Everybody else is moving. All right, let's do the foolish thing first. Three dice on Legio 10.
Okay. Wow.
What does that cavalry want to do?
He will evade.
3 dice on the cavalry. How do you have that card?
What, 3 left?
Yes.
Cuz?
How? How? You can't. I have all the left cards. It's impossible. Impossible. Hello, Crassus.
Hello. Alright, we'll attempt to do 3 dice plus leader bonus. That will do.
Like to go for double jeopardy, where the dollar values are doubled?
Yes, he will go there and attack Ariovistus here with 3 dice plus leader. Ooh. Boo! 2 hits and a retreat. Then Crassus himself will go against these Auxilia here with 3 dice plus leader bonus. Getting 2 hits and a retreat.
Crassus like to do.
He will advance and attempt to run them down of the 3 dice plus leader.
I'll ignore that flag and smack Crassus back.
1 hit.
But he's fine. Oh, yeah, that's. I need banners. Three dice on that auxilia. They will not advance. On that cavalry.
We shall evade.
3 dice.
We'll try to outflank.
Yeah. The race has come to an end.
Maybe.
I hear you revving the chainsaw right now.
Alright. Let's see what we can do here. First, we'll get... oops, no. Get Caesar up here with the auxilia. So,
Can't do anything.
6 dice. It does.
Just die well. I'm surprised you did not move him. But I guess that wouldn't have really mattered.
You can only advance, yeah. We will do some bow shots at your warriors there. 2 dice. Nothing. Do auxilia up here. 3 dice plus leader. There it is. Whew, man, this one had me sweating. Left, left, left. Yeah, I hear you.
I did just draw another 2 in the center, so it was going to be, probably this. Try and get those lone units.
But you have the consolation of knowing now that you took the series tonight. So, hurrah! Well done.
Just so many left-hand cards. I did not want to do anything on the left, not with Caesar over there.
So why weren't you using them to move like that auxilia? Just move them away 1 more or 2 more?
I did move away.
I know,
but I could.
Yeah. There at the end, well, I guess you were trying to prosecute. Yeah, on the right.
Yeah,
I
was trying to, because you've got 6 cards. Caesar could move 2 and follow up. So, as soon as you got him going again, it was over.
Well, that's the thing. I had 4 units on the right. I had right, and I had another outflanked. It's just I was trying to counter what you were doing more so than just sit there and I certainly the more expedient way would have been to just buzzsaw him, just keep going, boom, boom, boom. But I figured, well, that's 2, so you kind of had me sweating there with Ariovistus down in the pocket, and you were chasing banners. So it wasn't only until the very end there that I was like, look, I need to pull the nitro lever and get those banners where I can. But Crassus didn't do quite as well as I'd hoped, because his first attack, he kind of whiffed, and then the second time I used him, he got up there, but he was not able to trap Ariovistus. He did chase that auxilia up there, but then he whiffed again, so, in my mind, those should have gone a little better than they did, but c'est la vie, c'est la guerre. I like it. This is true to form, as you pointed out last week and this week, that Caesar is a buzzsaw with
with heavies.
With heavies, right? You give him 6 dice.
Even with mediums, he'd be rough, but with heavies, rolling 6 dice and moving 2 hexes, that's just oof.
Yep. Well, I can't wait to see where our next Gallic War scenario will take us. That will be your work to do the research on that. And for everybody else, we hope you've enjoyed this tonight. As always, continuing the series. And if you could take a moment, we would certainly love it if you would give us some feedback there. We have our regulars who post every time we put one of these out. So it's always nice to hear people opining on what they would do a little differently, or if we've missed something, or if I've missed something in the editing and not pointed it out. That is your job. If you can support us by clicking the coffee button, that'd be awesome too. There's a link right there in the description, but certainly do not feel obligated to do so. Any other thoughts for the evening before we go, sir?
Not at all.
None at all. Well, it was a pleasure. I'm glad we could keep them close, tight knit battles tonight, and we will see you all here next week. Have a good one.
Good night.